In this situation, her equation would look like E is 3 plus 9h. That's because her rate of change is now 9. She charges $9 an hour. This is going to be steeper than her original rate of change. However, the flat rate is $7 less than before, so the graph will move down by 7 units. We can see the original line starts higher and then is shallower, and the new line starts lower but is steeper. Question 6. Princess Fiona has been considering a lot of different charge plans for her babysitting services. We've been going through all of them. We have Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C. Now, these aren't exactly the ones that we were considering, but they do represent a lot of the similar things that we were talking about. You know that Plan C is a little bit steeper than Plan B, and Plan A is a flat rate. What are the equations for each of the graphs? For Plan A, the equation is going to be simply a flat rate. It's not dependent upon the number of hours worked. In this situation, it would be E is equal to 15. Because of the fact that the line is horizontal and the rate of change is 0. It crosses the y-axis at 15, therefore the initial value is $15. So E is 15 is the equation for Plan A. For Plan B, we have to find the slope. We need the rise over the run. If we go to a point that we know, we have a rise of 15 and a run of 5. This gives us a slope of m, 15 over 5, which simplifies to m equals 3. So that means her rate of change is 3. The line crosses at the y-axis at 10. Therefore, the initial value is $10. So the equation for this is E is equal to 10 plus 3h. That's Plan B. And for Plan C, we have to again calculate the slope. There's a rise of 25 for a run of 5, giving us a slope of 25 over 5, or 5. So the slope of the line appears to be 5, which corresponds with $5 per hour charge. And the line crosses the y-axis at the origin, so the initial value is 0. In this situation, the equation is E is equal to 5h. If she works no hours, she makes no money. Her plans again are marked on this same chart here. These are the equations that we've already determined. For Plan A, it was E is equal to 15. For Plan B, it was E is equal to 10 plus 3h. And for Plan C, it was E is equal to 5h. The key ideas here. The equation of a straight line is y equals mx plus b. The value of m is the slope of a straight line, or the rate of change. If we look at a Cartesian plane, when we have y equals x, we have a slope of 1. When we have y equals negative x, we have a slope of negative 1. Positive slopes increase as you read from left to right. Negative slopes decrease as you read from left to right. When you have a number greater than 1, you're going to have a steeper slope. And when you have a number far less than 1, you're going to have a steeper slope in the negative direction. And when you have a number less than 1, but still positive, you'll have a shallower slope in the positive direction. And when you have a number less than 1, but negative, you'll have a shallower slope in the negative direction. As m changes, the slope of the line changes as well. Notice all of these equations, the only thing that we changed was the value of m, and that changed the steepness of the line. Looking from left to right, uphill, slope is positive. Whenever m is greater than 0, the slope is going to be positive. Downhill, the slope is negative. Whenever m is less than 0, the slope is going to be negative. Key ideas continued. The equation of a straight line is given by y equals mx plus b. The value of b is the y-intercept. As the value of b changes, the line moves up or down. When we look at a Cartesian plane, with the line y equals x, it seems to cut the Cartesian plane exactly in half at the origin. When we look at y equals x plus 3, this is the line that's moved up 3 units. Each point has moved up 3 units, not just the point through the origin, but every point along the line. When we look at x plus 7, each point of the original y equals x line has moved up 7 units. When we look at y equals x minus 4, every point has moved down 4 units. Notice how the lines remain parallel. When you change the y-intercept, you're only changing the position in which the line crosses the vertical axes, not the steepness of the line. And we'll check this with the last point. Y equals x minus 9 should start 9 units down the vertical axes. And it does. And it remains parallel to all of the other lines. When you have positive additions, the y-intercept moves up from the origin. When you have negative additions, the y-intercept moves down from the origin. Changing m and b will result in different lines. Key ideas. Looking at our coordinate system, a horizontal line is given by the equation y equals 3. This tells us that this is a line that goes through all of the points that have a y-coordinate of 3. That's all of the points that are 3 units above the x-axis. The slope is 0. That's because there's never any rise. It's a perfectly flat horizontal line. The initial value is always the same under all conditions. No matter what value of x, you're only going to have a value of y of 3. For a vertical line, we have the equation x equals negative 7. This is the line that has any y value just so long as the x value is negative 7. So this will correspond to the line that crosses the horizontal axis at x equals negative 7 and goes directly straight up and down. The slope is undefined. Since there's no run, there's nothing to divide by. This is an infinitely steep line. The values of x never change under all conditions. As you go up and down this line, you'll only have x coordinates of negative 7. Example. The equation of a straight line is y is equal to 3x plus 5. State the slope. Well, the slope is the first number. Our slope here is 3. State the y-intercept. Well, the y-intercept is the value added afterwards. It could be negative and it could be positive. In this situation, it's positive 5. We call this b. b is equal to 5. Sketch the line. We know that we're going to have a line that's going to cross the y-axis above the origin, and it's going to be steeper than the line y equals x. So we'll set up a Cartesian plane. We'll draw our first point. The best place to start is at the y-intercept. Right there. Then we're going to use our slope, m equals 3, to find the next point. Remember, slope is rise over run. So we have 3 being 3 over 1. So every time you go up 3 units, you have to go over 1 unit. So 3 up, 1 right. You could go 3 is negative 3 over negative 1. So 3 down, 1 left. Notice how you could either take it up and right or down and left. Stick with 1 if it works for you. Then draw a line through all of the points. We know that we have a positive slope, so the line's going to go uphill. And in our situation, it does. So we know that we're probably right. The last thing we have to do is label our equation. Example 2. The equation of a straight line is y equals negative 2x plus 5. State the slope. Well, the slope is given by the first number. M is equal to negative 2. State the y-intercept. The y-intercept is given by the second number. B is equal to positive 5. And the next thing, sketch the line. Give this a shot, and when you're ready to see our response, come back and check it out.